Should be picking me up now. So please let me know if y'all can't hear me for some reason. My microphone switched to my cell phone, child. I don't need it here. I need it on the computer, okay? Can y'all hear me? Is everything going good, child? Is the volume working or whatever? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day to everyone. I am live for a third day in a row. Ain't y'all proud of me? I'm proud of me, child, because y'all know sometimes I be playing too many games and whatnot. But again, let's get into some food delish in the nest, okay? I got a colorful thumbnail today. It took time, child. It's a time, okay? But y'all do a few things for me. Okay, one, can y'all hear me? Yes, good. Okay. Because Lord, I was like, why is my phone beeping, child? I don't want to be on my cell phone. I mean, it's sitting right here, but still, I want the sound to be on the computer. Okay. Also, please be sure, okay, to make sure y'all liking and subscribing, because why? You should and whatnot. Okay. Look, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, the tick of the talk. Okay, we were live yesterday. I did a thumbnail, y'all. Okay, after the live ended, I created a thumbnail and I like it. You know, the little black and whatever. It was cute. I wish I would have had it before if I was on live, but better late than never. Okay, we was live on Tuesday, child. We were live on Monday or whatever, and do not forget we will be live this Saturday. Okay, for the versus Cash Money Records versus No Limit Records. We now know the live will be at. I'm sorry, no, we know the show in Vegas will be from it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, to have hey, I still plan to have a live watch along. They have not announced the streaming service yet, okay? But I plan to have a live watch along. We're gonna watch the verses together, okay? And then it'll be a live after show chit chats on my channel. Okay, I'll be posting this as soon as they put where it's streaming from. I can then decipher how my live watch along will happen. Okay, but today We here for this. Okay, for these people and whatnots, and yes, and no's. Okay, the Chris Brown clapping back child, been beefing with Kevin McCall. Okay, Tamar saying stuff. Wendy saying she's the victim of being arrested. I said, girl, how you a victim, girl? Anyway, we're gonna get into it. Okay, Wendy said she's a victim. Rihanna lost millions of dollars. Lizzo's new lawsuit. Diddy child almost got shanked. I say, not a whole shanking. Some stuff for Kevin McCall, some stuff for Eva, Erica Mina. Also we're gonna get to some stealing. Okay, I said, why folks stealing that word? What are y'all doing? Okay, so again, a fun time. Look, y'all know what? Well, there's things to get into, child. We will get into it. I done put my hair up in a bunch. It was real wild. I put my hoodie on because it's cold. We here. Okay, again, like the video, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Why was signal being weird? Am I frozen? Am I frozen? On my screen is frozen, girl. What is happening? Hold on. Maybe my thing got an update. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, we here. If I'm frozen, refresh and whatnot. Because on my screen I was frozen like this, and I didn't want to be. Okay. But again, we are here for a third in a row. But hello to everyone that is here. I'm not. I'm here now. I was taking my time, child. I had to do a whole thumbnail. I was like, girl, do it. I can't not have thumbnails 2 days in a row because that's wrong. Okay, we don't want to be 2 days in a row. I had to get a thumbnail together, and that's why I was late. Okay, but I digress. Okay, once first, hello, but again, hi. Hello to everyone here. Okay, hello today, tomorrow, and forever. Okay, um, if you missed the live yesterday, you can always watch the reel of the play. Okay, I love when y'all hear me live. We love the interactions, okay? But you can't make a live because we all have jobs, lives, people in our life, okay? We got men's this and women's this and children's this, okay? And there be stuff to be done this, and sometimes you can't make it here to the live. I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative to those who catch me in the replay, okay? Anyway, we're gonna get to the thing because I feel like I was on TikTok yesterday, and when I was on TikTok yesterday, hold on, Thursday, my mouth is dry. I need some moisture. Um, Thank you for this because sometimes I'm child, I be tired. So I appreciate y'all understanding for the past couple months I've been bullshitting. And I was not consistent, okay? But I'm trying my best to get back consistent because y'all know this the rule. When you're not consistent on YouTube be playing with your money, okay? They put your views. They don't tell nobody you live except your regulars. Okay, so I'm building back up the viewership because I was playing around. Okay, but again, thank y'all for being around here. Okay, the verses starts again. It's 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I feel like if they're telling us 8 p.m. Eastern, it's probably not really gonna start around 8:30 because they black and they slow and they be late. So I think I have my live set for maybe 8:15 for the watch along or whatever. We shall see. But my live after your chit chat will be whatever time the damn thing ends. Okay. But again, how here we are. Okay. Hi. Have a sip for me. It's either some what you got? Let me look. Let me see. Uh have a sip for me. Okay. I don't see no water there. So yeah, just go ahead and give a sip. What's the score? Because I ain't got the TV on. Yeah, and I'll be talking to him through things. Y'all talking to him through text and through things. But again, hey. Come on that rainbow somewhere over the rainbow. Anyway, they shouldn't see, they be hating. And I know they be hating. So I be waiting. Okay, and I'm like, girl, just let it be. But again, if I'm posting as consistent as I can. I've been live. I'm gonna probably be live tomorrow. Okay, so go ahead and get to it. But again, I want to get to the comments and stuff because I be saying I don't want to be right all night. I be saying that with my throat, and then we winning. Cool, good. hmm It's open. I forgot today was opening day for basketball, and the Pistons are playing. So he's watching the game, and I forgot to watch the game. So again, y'all know him is the CEO, um, and he's the CEO and the president of the sports department around here at JayLeesCorner. So yeah. Anyway, let me get to sharing my screen because there are things for us to get into. I was saving stuff as we needed because people was tripping. Okay, celebrities was tripping, regular folks was tripping, and we just gonna discuss it and then we gonna all go to bed. Okay, because I do y'all know it's Wednesday, and Wednesday my nose is running a little bit, y'all. Wednesday is it's hump day, okay? And on hump days, I like to relax. Okay, I don't hump on hump days. I relax on hump days. But it's Wednesday. My NBC show is on today. My Chicago Med, my Chicago PD, my Chicago Fire. I want to watch those shows before I go to bed. So again, I want to get through the topics and whatnot, and then get comfortable. Okay, but let's get the thing going. Let me share my screen and stuff. So, okay, yes, go Pistons. Oh, you're forming familiar? We're still here, and we're in Detroit. I am Detroit born and raised, but yeah, I'm happy again. It's 65-55. Pistons are winning. Yes, I'm happy because y'all, we need. Well, the Lions have been. I bought a Lion shirt, y'all, and I don't know where it is. I just bought it like a few days ago. I think when I picked up all the other clothes I bought and put them in the closet room, I think the shirt must be on the bottom, and I just haven't seen it. Okay, I just haven't seen it. I would do something on camera, but I'm not gonna do it on camera. But some water. Okay. Anyway, let me focus. I want to get to stupid stuff first. I feel like if I get the stupid stuff out the way, that puts us forward to other things. Okay, the stupid stuff is what it's like. So I kept seeing this story. Okay, about a Metro. First of all, I used to have a Metro PCS phone. Let's see, it had to be when did I have a Metro PCS phone? It had to be back in like maybe like 20 years ago. Was it 20? I don't know. I used to have a Metro PCS phone. So I remember I don't really see many Metro PCS stores. And maybe because where I live, it's not a Metro PCS store. But when I kept seeing a Metro PCS store employee was a restaurant, I said, y'all scheming and scamming? Why y'all scheming and scamming? Okay. Now I went and found the video myself because I like to pause stuff myself and talk a little bit. So look, I always tell y'all, look, you can't be scheming, scamming from work. They will fire you. You will lose your job and go to jail. Now this lady has made the news all through TikTok, on Facebook, child, on the Eye of the G. Let's listen and watch.
Doing good. Is there a Kayla Allen here? Hello, can I speak to you? Perfect. You have somewhere in private?
First of all, if I'm at work and if the police walk in asking to talk to me at work and I am aware I've done something illegal, I'm saying, which one? Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say. Lawyer, lawyer, no, lawyer, because if you know you breaking the rules, just go ahead and lawyer up.
All right. We can step out front. That's okay.
Do you have a separate office
And why she got a scarf on? Are you supposed to wear scarves at work?
or anything like that, or is this just? Okay, can we go step over here? Okay. Yeah. Perfect. That's fine. Okay, I'm Officer Torres, Houston Police Department. Okay, this is Officer Johnson. Okay, we're over here investigating a theft.
A theft? Who's stealing? Y'all think somebody's stealing from
Okay. So before I ask any questions or anything, I'm going to read you your rights. Okay?
Okay.
Sounds good?
Oh, my rights. The Miranda rights? Oh, lawyer, attorney. Jay, get me out of here.
All right. You have the right to remain silent and to refuse to answer questions. Anything you say may be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police and to have an attorney present during questioning now or in the future. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you before any questioning. If you wish, you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Lawyer, attorney, top dog law.
Okay. How are these rights of mine? Do you wish to talk to us now?
Yeah.
No, lawyer, attorney.
Okay, perfect. So we are here investigating a theft that occurred, okay, with one of your clients that you helped with a phone, okay? It's an older lady. Her name is Paula or Polly.
Oh, I work at a phone store, so I
Yeah, no, you're fine. I guess it was earlier today. I have to read her statement. She said that she came in here for a phone problem, saying that she cannot download any apps, okay? She said that I told her that she has to get a brand new phone because I guess you can't put a SIM card in or some type of card to help her have more storage. So she said that she gave her your phone. She stepped outside to smoke a cigarette, and that you went through her phone, went on CashApp, and sent her $400.
Now, first of all, I purposefully do not leave my card information on my Cash App because I have a fear that someone could steal my information and get my card. So I feel like once you let someone use your phone, one, don't have your card thing linked to shit that can be sent anywhere. Also, girl, what's your password? How did the lady, girl, anyway?
Her phone is right there. She did a. If that's the customer I'm thinking, she talking about. She did a trade in.
Yes, but I'm talking about you going through her phone on her Cash App to send you $400.
No, I didn't do that.
Okay. Well, do you have the picture?
Yeah.
It's honestly just good to come clean. Okay. No, there's no need to lie.
Lawyer, attorney.
I got all the probable cause and evidence to prove otherwise.
So this is what she's showing us that was on her phone from her Cash App, all right? Would you agree? I'm saying
Yeah, that's me.
that's you?
That's
Okay.
you.
Because on Cash App, it shows your picture. Okay, if you have a photograph of yourself on your Cash App, if someone sends you money or you send someone money, your picture shows up. So first of all, why would you send yourself money knowing they'll see your face?
All right. Confirming this is what was sent from her phone to your Cash App.
And it
That's
shows.
my Cash App.
All right, and it shows.
That's my Cash App. Girl, are you dumb? Lawyer, attorney. I'm quiet now.
Right here, Paula Tills, which is our victim, payment received.
All right.
From her.
And I didn't receive that.
You did. There's $400 that went to your bank account on Cash App. 466. Okay, you already had $66 before that.
I didn't even see that.
$400. You took $400 out my phone, out my Cash App. I want to fight you.
I come in.
You're the one that did it, so I just.
I did. You can watch our camera. We have cameras in here.
This is your MO. I already looked up your jail history. Okay, you've been arrested for. You can tell me. Fraudulent use of a credit card, identity theft, all the above. Probable causes. That's exactly what you just did. Okay.
Once you have a record of all the thefts and the identity things and stealing, you probably just stop doing it because if you get accused of something, they're gonna think you did it anyway. Because that's your MO.
I'm gonna go contact my supervisor, and we'll go from here. Okay? Are you the manager? Okay, perfect. I'll talk to you out here. I'm not sure if you already heard our conversation or not. Okay. So, her name's Kayla, right? Kayla? Okay, so we're here investigating a theft that occurred. Okay, so the complainant called in, okay, saying that she went to the store for a phone problem. I guess there was not enough storage on her phone to download apps that she wanted, or she needed help downloading apps. She told her that she needs a whole new phone to do so. And I guess I'm not exactly what her policy is or how phones work, but she said she needs to get a whole new phone. She said, okay, no problem. I guess the complainant gave Kayla her phone. She came out here to smoke a cigarette, the complainant, and while doing so, Kayla went on her phone, went on her Cash App, and sent her $400. Actually, more than that. $400 actually went through and it was processed, accessed. I think she tried $500 another time. Okay.
So she tried to steal $900 from somebody via Cash App at her job. First of all, there are cameras around. 2 is your Cash App, which means your name, your phone number, your picture. The manager to me don't look shocked enough. Did you know she was stealing?
which is really silly because her Cash App has her whole face on it.
So you guys have confirmed this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know when this took place?
When? It happened today. Cash App's time is weird. It said 9:18 p.m. Obviously, it's 7:21. But she gives the address. We confirmed. She showed us the screenshot of the Cash App. We looked her up on LCSO website, and this is her MO: fraudulent use of the credit card, identity theft, so on and so forth.
Is she getting arrested?
Yes.
Right now?
Not at this moment. I'm gonna contact my sergeant. I'm gonna let him know what's all that's happening, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I able to speak to her?
Of course. Just give me 1 second, okay? I'll let you speak to her. Alrighty. I'll be right back.
Are they in on it together?
Okay.
That's my district manager in my house.
Yes.
She's been here all day. She was even here when the lady came. We was all in the front. She was standing good. When she pulled up the camera, she was standing right there. We got a store full of customers.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure who else would go through her phone besides you.
Because if the girl has a whole history of theft and arrests, wouldn't that come up when she applied for said job? So wouldn't her manager will probably know that she has a criminal past? And is she going to get arrested? Yeah, she was stealing.
Me and her both were, I'm not saying she did, but we were both doing her devices. We both helped the lady.
Okay. Are you willing to send the complainant back, the victim back her money?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and do that. Once she does that, when she's doing that, I guess the district manager wants her to close out her stuff for the job.
Okay. I was asking her, did she want, because we didn't know what was going to happen. So I asked her, did she want me to close?
Yeah, and I think that's what she wants you to do. Yeah, so if you could stay 10-12 with her, I'm going to call the victim back.
Okay.
And see what she wants to do now.
Okay.
All right? Then we'll go from there. But I want to make sure you're sending
I'm trying to.
And wouldn't you notice that an additional $400 came on your Cash App? And how would I send back something I didn't steal? That means because the customer wouldn't have gave you $400 for no reason.
See where it came from. Let's see. P-T-I-L. What is that? 2 L's? 1 L? 3 L's?
Yep, Paula, Tillis. Yep.
Put her stuff in her car.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's right out the back door and everything.
A part of me feel like that manager is aware of some sterilization going on around there, because she just does not look as shocked as most people would look finding out that their employee basically stole money from a customer.
Go ahead and call whoever's going to come pick up the car.
Yeah.
And for $400, girl.
Do you want me to wait here till they come get the key?
No, I believe my mom done got an extra key.
Howard, what county?
Howard, 12.
4812, Florida 28. Juliet Tango X-ray, Mike 01.
Y'all gonna have to
Green
come get my
Passenger
car
car.
because I'm being arrested.
1929.
You imagine getting a phone, hey y'all, I need y'all to come get my car. For what? Oh, I'm getting arrested. For what, girl? For stealing. Why are you stealing? Now, why would you do that?
This ain't stealing. This ain't stealing.
But it's jail.
They say theft. A customer that came in here today, well, he had a store full of customers. Even my boss been here all day. My boss was the one who helping me with the transaction.
When she said my boss was the one helped me out, that made me feel like we be stealing together. She still a little bit, I still a little bit, or whatever. She know what I do, I know what she do. But let me keep saying, we was helping that same person. I don't know why they say I'm the one that's stealing. The police are also nice enough to allow her to. I would have went through her bag, and I'm like, if she stole from one person, how we know she stole from somebody else?
No, my boss, there's nothing to tell. My boss is standing right there. She's the one that helped me with the transaction.
Now, technically, she was trying to snitch by saying my boss was right there. She the one that helped me with the. That means she doing it with me, copy, but y'all ain't listening.
I don't know this.
I'll take your keys.
No, I'm gonna take.
I'll give them to your manager. That's fine.
No, those are my keys for my car.
Oh, they're gonna stay in here, or we're gonna?
No, I'm gonna take them with me.
Oh, you gonna take these with you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, those are my car keys.
Is,
My mom live literally on Center Street.
yeah. You see that?
Hold on, I got 2 phones.
Okay.
2 phones. Okay, a whole book bag, a scarf phone at work, your cash apping yourself from customers' phones. Look, I had 2 phones too, but I'm a businesswoman. Okay, I'm supposed to have 2 phones. Okay, I'm different. You up and scheming and scamming folks. You scheming and scamming folks at the Metro PCS store.
Hands behind your back for me, like a crane. You gonna take your watch off or anything? You want that to go with your mom too?
Yeah, let me just throw this in my car real quick.
You're bringing both those phones with you? Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, my arm's a little. I can't.
I ain't here for a lawyer yet. I want a lawyer.
There's no way I can get a criminal citation.
Like I said, that would have been the best scenario for you, but unfortunately,
Police went to the victim's residence, where she told officers she wanted the suspect arrested and her money returned.
Yes, arrest her. She stole my stuff.
Chase the hell out of her when you get there.
That is weird.
yeah, because normally if they're asking you to switch out your phones and stuff, they'll ask you to delete or reset your own phone, and she never did. Okay.
Nope, she did not.
Okay, so one question for you. Okay, what would you like to be done?
Arrest her. Send her to jail. Lock her ass up, child. Send her away. She gotta go.
Not on my watch.
Arrested. Jail.
I want my money back.
Okay. There you go. Would you say, I'm assuming you want to prosecute?
Yes.
If she is found?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'll be right with you, okay?
All right.
Just hang on for that. Okay, I'm going to get you a statement. Yeah, it's just 57. Like, you show them. Okay, like 10:15.
I'm pretty sure that if they go through a car, it's probably criminal activity going on in that car.
I can take my clothes.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You've been cooperating with us, so
Yeah.
And you can just hit mom. Yeah.
Because you gotta call your mama when you're arrested. If you ever get arrested, call your mama before you go to jail, so she know to accept the jail call.
Hello.
Mom, my car is in the bag.
Okay, but so what happened?
Yeah, she calling her mama because she finna be arrested. The mom like, now what happened? Now what did you do? What happened?
The lady say I cashed out myself, but me, my boss, and we had a store full of customers. She was standing right there the entire time.
So okay, but if ain't no proof you cashed out yourself her money.
That's what she said. When all I was doing was setting up her devices.
Okay, but wait a minute. So did it show that you cashed out yourself?
Yeah, it was on my Cash App.
Okay, well then you did that.
No, I did not.
Bitch. Well, your mama say, well, was there some evidence? Well, then you did that shit. It was you, bitch. You did it.
Why would she say that? Like,
Her mama knows she a thief. Okay, her mama know.
She was standing right there the entire time.
So okay, but if ain't no proof you cashed out yourself her money.
That's what she said. When all I was doing was setting up her devices.
Okay, but wait a minute. So did it show that you cashed out yourself?
Yeah, it was on my Cash App.
Okay, well then you did that.
No, I did not.
all right.
How? Taylor, that don't even make no sense.
Excuse me, man. This is.
That mean her mama know her daughter be scheming and scamming. Her mama know it. So you can't call me about being arrested talking about when my manager, and when she kept saying my manager was right there with me, that mean they both be scheming and scamming.
Officer Torres, East Police Department.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Your daughter's gonna be arrested for theft. Okay. I mean, it just. I know. I'm sure you understand. It just. What she's telling you makes no sense. She went through the victim's phone, went onto her CashApp, and sent herself $400. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But I guess she tried $500 after that, but that's when the bank declined that because they.
And not him being a whole child when the cop is snitching on you to your mama.
Something was fishy. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, but she did send the money back to the victim. Okay. But the victim was very, you know, she said if the suspect was apprehended, then she wants them to go to jail. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that's all that we have. Okay.
Okay.
She'll be able to call you back in the jail. I think they can give her 3 numbers to contact with. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Do you have any questions for me, ma'am?
No, thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Because I know my daughter guilty. Girl, look, first of all, I need people to stop being stupid. Okay, you could not and should not be at work stealing. The fact that she sent the 400 through, then tried to send the 500 through, was got declined. Because they be like, girl, you can't do too much. And now your ass is arrested. Okay, a thief in the night. And no tea, no shade to anyone who has Metro PCS. I feel like, okay, don't have me come to the Metro PCS store and you up and stealing money out of my account through my Cash App. Also, I think anybody who has Cash App, put a password on the thing. Okay, do not allow easy access on your phone. But again, you don't think anyone is going to steal from you, especially at the fucking store. Okay, and then again, if you be stealing at work, quit your job and leave. Yeah, you tried to come up on $900, only got 4, had to send the 4 back, and now you're arrested. And I do think the people will probably be like, this whole store probably stealing. Because again, she kept saying, well, the manager was right here. We worked on her together. That means, this is how I know. It wasn't me, y'all. It wasn't me. I used to work a long time ago. Okay. I worked at a tax preparation company called Liberty Tax here in Detroit. This had to be about maybe like 19, 20 years ago. And it was called Liberty Tax. It was on 7 Mile and Coney. You know what I'm saying? And it was my first year doing taxes there. I was so excited and stuff. And the manager, okay, of said Liberty Tax Service, back in 2002, 2003 or whatever. Her name was Trina. Okay, her name was Trina. And Trina was the manager of this location. Trina had been working there for years. And she would say how she didn't work throughout the year. She only worked during tax season. Okay. And I'm like, how? It's minimum wage. How do you do that? And she said, I get over, I make a way. And I'm like, I don't know what I mean. So we went through training and whatever, and it was Trina, and she had like 3 people who had came back and worked with her every year, and they had return clients, okay? And the first like batch of clients that came in, she said to me, okay, when their money come back, I want you to hold their check, okay? They're going to come get their check. They're going to go across the street, because it was a check cashing place across the street. They're going to come back and give you an envelope. I said, okay, bitch, when I tell y'all they were doing a self-employment scam, and they were charging people like thousands of dollars extra for the hookup. And the reason Trina was able to only work, from January to, April or whatever, was because they were charging people thousands of dollars. And I mean, it was insane. And I was like, bitch, this is a criminal enterprise. It was a criminal enterprise. I worked there 1 year. Never went back. I went back to visit, not to work. Okay, they were literally, it. They were scheming and scamming, and she was the manager. She had like 3 return. It was crazy. It was our location. It was a location that was on Jefferson that was doing the same thing. But the one on Jefferson was taking people's checks. People would come in and file, and if they did not come back in time, it would take girl. It was insane. But the whole thing is, I am familiar when the manager know exactly what is going on because she's in on it. Okay, and she will always say, if someone get caught, we don't say shit. When I went back to visit the following year, I think 2 girls weren't there anymore. Matrina still was, and then a couple of years later, that whole place got shut down because again, so many people were complaining because my year there, people came in from the year before or the year before because what happened was they were doing this hookup, okay, for self-employment taxes, meaning if you, let's say you don't work, okay, and you got 3 kids. Okay. Yeah, come on in because we know you are a self-employed hairdresser. Oh, yeah, come on in because we know you are a self-employed bricklayer. Come on in. You do land or whatever. Okay. You own the daycare. Okay. You do whatever. And then they would do this hookup for self-employment taxes. And it was a button. It was a button on the Liberty Tax software. If you click this button, it would give the person like an addition like $4,000. What they dumbass did not know was the button they clicked was saying that they were exempt from taxes. And this, I knew they were stupid. Okay, you can't be a dumb schemer scammer. Okay, there was clicking a box that would say that this person was exempt from having to pay taxes, meaning they would get more money back in a refund. But the IRS will let your ass know. Okay, you might this was 20, over 20 years ago. The system then was like you're gonna get that money. However, when they audit you and that shit catch up to you, and they then say, "Hey, you told us back in 2001 you didn't have to pay taxes. Okay, where's the paperwork showing your tax exempt?" And when the client would get, audited, they would say, "Hey, Trina, you did my taxes in 2018, not what, 2008 or what that was, in 98 or whatever. They asking me for this, that, and the other," and she would have spent them. "Oh, wow, I'll help you. I'll get it figured out." And then she wouldn't. And that's why a couple of years went by of them like scheming, scamming. And then they got any child. I didn't do that. I only did regular taxes. Because once she told me the scheme, I was like, I said, y'all do know that that after that but mean they exempt. They not exempt. They're gonna owe that money back. And she said that's on them. I said, bitch, what? And I knew, look, look, I lived a life. Okay, I lived a life. Liberty Tax Service. It was Liberty Tax that was horrible. The Jackson Hewitt that was horrible. But it really wasn't the company itself. It was the people that had working there that had figured out how to scheme and scam. And because they didn't really know how to, you can tell someone, okay, this is a software. Push this button and blah, blah, blah. But if you don't know what that button does, because she said one time I clicked this button and it raised my client's refund by like $5,000. And so when she said, "Oh, that button gives them more money, I'll charge," because if you gonna get back 3,000, okay, I click a button, you now getting back 8,000. Okay, if you was expecting 3, you getting 8. Give me 3, you keep 5, and we gonna just, and that was the scheme. that was the scheme. And I was like, my first year where I said, but that means they're exempt, and they're not exempt. They're gonna owe that money back. And it was so many people called pissed off because they got letters from the IRS saying you owe us, and people had to pay that money back. And child, look. So when I tell you, managers fully be knowing that their employee be scheming, scamming customers, and if they get a cut of the money, or if they're doing it too, they don't care. They don't care. Because if your employee don't snitch on you because they got caught. Hence why she kept on saying, my manager was right here. She was right here with me. She saw me. That was her way of saying she's scheming, scamming too. And she hoping she don't go to jail. Anyway, that was story time for today. Let's move. But again, that girl arrested. She going to jail. Our manager will go to jail eventually. I seen this and it confused me. Okay, I seen this and I said, child, federal money, prison. Okay. I saw this. It says a woman fakes an entire pregnancy. Okay. Had a girl, you had a gender reveal, staged the birth, told the baby died, and they said, oh. Now, first of all,
at her own gender reveal, and me looking like a fanny at a gender reveal for a doll. But at the time, believing I was being supportive for a friend. Then she also went to a wedding with a fake bump.
First of all, that bump looked fake. Okay, first and foremost. Okay, it looked like a pillow. So I would really be like, did no one ever rub her belly? Because even most pregnant women get a little bit of titty. Like she didn't get no titty, no nothing. So she faked the whole pregnancy, faked the reveal, faked a child, a whole doll, and then said, oh, the baby died. So look, I hope she go to jail. Okay. Let's say the girl said she faked the whole thing. Okay. Scammed everybody. Okay. Fake babies. Look, put her in an insane asylum. If I bought a gift, I promise you I want my money back. Okay. But someone had to help her. Okay. They said she made fake ultrasound scans, she faked text messages, faked the birth story. Okay, she did a whole gender reveal with the baby's father, who did not know that she was. Did y'all have sex? Did he not see her naked? If he the daddy, he didn't see nothing. He gotta be. That's weird. I mean, maybe they wasn't together, so he would not see her naked anymore. But like, did no one touch her and realize that she didn't get any bigger? No one paid attention. She later on told folk that the baby had a heart condition and would need surgery, and then said the baby died. So you faked a baby, faked the pregnancy, faked the birth, and then faked a baby's death. Girl, who paid for the funeral? The baby daddy, who thought it was real, was confused and heartbroken. Okay. It's the truth came out when her mama walked into the room and found the baby wrapped up in a blanket. So the mama didn't know either. Girl, that's a fake moving baby. Bitch. Girl. Hold on, what where's Cardi?
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
That is insane. That child, lock her up. She's a killer. Technically, she killed the baby. It was a fake one, but Marvin, the pastor who said make it enough. So he of course, it was a whole bunch of backlash about him and the $1,200 and why was he mean to that lady and he rebuked her. So now him and the lady then got on the channel 7 News here, WX, Y, and the Z to say, hey, it's okay. It wasn't me. It was wrong, man.
You're the woman in that viral video.
Right.
He did not rebuke you.
He absolutely did not rebuke me. Now, there's a difference. There was a correction because let me clearly state that Pastor gave instruction on the lines to get into.
I was calling because the whole church was giving, and it was our day of giving, and the whole church was coming, and we didn't want people standing, the mothers and all that, so I was calling them by increments. And we had someone that had given out of before, and I corrected it, and I told everybody to listen and come when you call, and that's all that was.
If I'm giving my money, I should be able to come up when I want to. If it's an usher call, if it's the offering, the donation call upization, even if I got in the wrong line, so what? I didn't wait it now. I already didn't wait it. He could have easily said, okay, thank you, Sister Patterson. Okay, thank you, Sister Patterson. But, we want to be sure this line is for those who have this amount of money. I don't want no one waiting in line right now. If they don't have to. To me, it was how he corrected her that seemed mean, rude, and dismissive. Okay, now the church member, her name was Roberta McCoy. And I get she trying to defend her bishop and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. But even how he did it is what I felt was crazy. I get she came up at the wrong time. But so what? Take the money and be quiet, bishop. And not to me, he's on the defense now.
Told me Pastor Winans personally apologized to her. She's been a member of Perfecting Church since 2013 and has given faithfully over the years and will continue to do so.
I told y'all that lady was going to give that more money. Okay. If she'd been giving for 10 years straight, she went home and found the other 800 and gave it. Okay. Again, sometimes let people be. Okay. If folk want to give money all willy-nilly, let them do it. Okay. But you're not going to cuss me out in the process of none of it. Okay. Now, I think that may have been the last random thing. That's not, yeah. So y'all take a little 30-second likeization of the video, and if it take a minute, take one out of my eyes, take a whole minute and like the video, and then I will be back. was gone for 2 minutes, but it's fine. But I am back now, okay? I'll be forgetting I had Tamar dancing for 2 damn minutes. Like, what did Tamar do? We know what Tamar is being Tamar a little bit. Where I want to start with the celebrity people around here. Let's go with Rihanna. So Rihanna, okay, has reportedly lost $36 million. I said that's a lot of money. Okay. Now I think she's richer than that, but still anyone losing $36 million has to be traumatic. Okay, so say 36 million was lost because of her partnership venture with Vuitton. Okay, it was a Fenty luxury line that came out in 2019. It was discontinued in 2021 because it was poor sales and pandemic related setbacks. I think anyone that started anything around 2019, 2020, it probably failed. Okay, because everything shut down. The world went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So wasn't nobody trying to buy no luxury nothing during the pandemic. Okay, it says there was $34.8 million lost because no one bought nothing. Okay, they both had made investments. Prices were about $1,000 per item. Ain't nobody buying a goddamn $1,000 for a jacket or a dress during COVID. And that's unfortunate because again, it wasn't as if she failed like in general. It was really bad timing. Like you can't even gauge a pandemic starting right when you're doing a luxury line. Now y'all know I buy a lot of things Fenty. I have Fenty makeup. I have the Fenty skincare. This is it the Fenty. This may be a Fenty hoodie. No, I think it's maybe a Yeti hoodie. But again, I do the Fenty makeup, I do the Fenty face, I do the Fenty clothes, whatever. So like she has a successful Fenty line, but that Fenty limited edition luxury line again lost about 35 mil for her. That's crazy. Okay, but I mean, she probably made up for all the other 50 things. But I also think sometimes when they have these nice brands, you don't have to partner with the luxury brands. To me, Fenty is on its own. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand within itself. I feel like maybe not do a Fenty because most people who buy Fenty may not be able to afford $1,000 dress. It might be on clearance. We don't by now. They probably gotten rid of it. But I'm like, girl, is it on Is it on discount? I may want it on the discount, child. The Married to Medicine girls are coming back for a new season. They had the premiere. Not the premiere. They had the promotional. What's the promotional reel thing for the upcoming season? And Dr. Heavenly is only a friend of. Now, I think that's funny, considering her son was all over the news about him getting arrested or whatever. She didn't know. So Dr. Heavenly being pushed down to friend of. Do y'all care? Do y'all even still watch that show? I mean, I may watch it because I'm bored. I don't know. The new season comes on November 30th. And again, Heavenly is coming back as a friend of. She's been a main cast member. I think she came on in season 2 or 3. So for at least the past like 9 years, she's been a main cast member. So her being reduced down to a friend of, I mean, girl, it's if you ain't got shit going on, I think a friend of is fine. Okay. But we shall see. We shall see. Boosie performing at a funeral. Girl. So Boosie, they say Boosie love his fans. A fan of his, I can't put out the first name. Is it Alicia? Is a fan Alicia Johnson's repast service? Not here in Detroit. Oh my God. Boosie, first of all, this is so ratchet. I'm upset. I'm upset because it's my city. Boosie pulling up to perform at the repast for a fan of his. It's hilariously ghetto, but I can't. It's so stupid. She passed away on October 5th. She had cancer, and he came and performed at her repast. Now I'm surprised I didn't hear about this, but I also be in my little bubble. I guess, Shala, y'all know Boosie gets on my nerve. I think Boosie to me is a very troubled individual. I think as good as his song is, okay, he irks all my nerves. Okay, all of them. But him pulling, child, I said, Gerald, this is some Detroit shit. That's what makes me mad. That's what irks my nerves. Okay, look. Anyway, when I read this, I did not read that he was here. So it's funny to me because I'm like, this shit that we would do. Now, who called him? And then I did have him from okay for her mama. So her mama, so the dead lady mama said, hey, Boosie, want to come do this, my daughter? Okay, because the daughter always wanted to see Boosie perform, but he came. Last time he was in Detroit, she gonna make it. That's nice. Okay. I was upset at first because I was like, why is Boosie performing at a repast? What is going on? But the girl was a fan, could not make it to his concert. He was nice enough to come perform. That's nice. That's nice. I'm still laughing though, because this is absolutely some Detroit shit. Okay, this is absolutely stuff we do here. Okay, we can get ratchet. We can. And sometimes at the repast, it do be a party. We celebrate. We try to. But yeah, girl, not Boosie. I did not know that was here at the all. I seen this American basketball player, is it Jared Shaw, is facing life or death in Indonesia because he had over $400 worth of gummies, the THC gummies, that he takes because of his Crohn's disease. Now, he is an overseas player. He's 35 years old or whatever, over there in Indonesia. Now, y'all know, okay, when you are traveling anywhere, you have to see what the rules are. Now, this video of him being arrested.
This is Jared Shaw from Dallas calling for help as he is being arrested in Indonesia. His face blurred by the police taking the video. The 6'10" Carter High School and then Utah State player went undrafted in 2014, but found success overseas, most recently in the Indonesian Basketball League, until his arrest in Tangerang, Indonesia, just outside Jakarta. Police there paraded him in front of the local media, made him climb onto a press conference stage and stand with his back to the audience while they detailed the charges against him.
First of all, he Jolly Green Giant. Okay, I ain't gonna stomp on y'all and run away.
Police say they intercepted a package sent to him by a woman in Thailand. Delta 9 THC candies and gummies worth about $400 that they allege he planned to sell and share with other players. Strictly illegal in Indonesia. Possession alone could mean a minimum sentence of 1 year or as much as life in prison.
Life? For some gummies? Girl, first, look. Are they going to arrest the lady who sent them to him? Because if somebody from Taiwan sent them to him, ain't she guilty too? And how do they know he was going to sell them? He said it helps with his Crohn's disease.
Shaw's family still lives near Carter High School. We reached them today at their home. They did not want to go on camera, but his younger brother told us they are still trying to get more information on his arrest and have been allowed to speak with him by phone. His predicament, however, is similar to that of Texas native Brittany Griner. The WNBA star arrested in Russia in 2022 for carrying medically prescribed hash oil in her luggage, held for 9 months in a Russian prison until she was exchanged for a Russian arms dealer.
This is the world we live in. Okay? Right, for some edibles, I still wonder, where's the proof he was? Now look, if they caught him with letters and texts and emails about who he's going to sell the drug to, okay, cool. If y'all have proof that he was trying to sell this to people, okay. But the fact that he just had it should not warrant them saying, oh, he was going to sell it. Also, y'all, we have to stop going out of the country and thinking we can get away with stuff. Just don't do it, because you never know that country's rules. I don't do drugs, luckily for me. If I did do drugs, I would not be able to get high wherever else I'm at. Because I always say, don't nobody want to go to jail in another country where you don't know all of the rules. Because you may think, oh, it's a little gummy. It's about $400, so it's not much. And now you up here facing it could be possibly life in jail, or what? Over some gummies.
Jared Shaw's fate is less certain in Indonesia, where even the death penalty can be imposed for large-scale drug trafficking, including marijuana. In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.
I would not. First of all, I hope it gets out. I do. But again, we as Americans have to learn. Other countries be like, we not playing with y'all. This is our rule here. We don't allow that here. Don't do that here. Don't try to sneak it in. Don't try to have someone send you. Don't do it. Because look, Code 45 ain't going to try and get them out. And child, look, hopefully he gets free. But I'm like, y'all, please stop. Just stop. Just stop. Where's the girl at? Okay, the baby daddy people. Okay, Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. They have a kid, right? And she was getting about $5,000 per month. She want more money. She was asking to get $35,000 per month because PJ is getting a $90 million contract. Okay, as a basketball player. Well, he has said, "Hey, judge, don't give her nothing." Okay, he's fighting the fact that she wants the request up from $5,000 to $35,000 per month. Again, he's 27 years old. He plays, I think he played for the Washington people or whatever. I think we played for. Let's see. He used to play for the Hornets. He signed for the Mavericks. He signed a $90 million contract for the Mavericks or whatever. And because of the pay increase, she then said, Judge, make him pay more money. They have a 4-year-old son. So he's 27, she 33. They have a 4-year-old son. Okay. She wants $35,000 a month. And he was like, for what? No, it shouldn't happen. Leave me be, bitch. Okay. Him saying, don't do it. It's not fair. Me getting more money ain't got shit to do with her. I'm not paying her bills. Okay. What is we doing here, Judge? Leave us be alone. I don't want to do it. From 5,000, that's a big jump. That's a big jump. Okay. Again, it claims she used to live in North Carolina. She moved from North Carolina to LA. Okay. Was making $10,000 per month on Basketball Wives, LA. Claims she only had $81 in assets. And her son deserved a lavish lifestyle like her dad, like his daddy. To me, look, where my 20 at? Okay, where my 20 at? And the crazy part is, I could understand someone saying my child life should be just as lavish as yours. But I feel like if you moved LA lavish and North Carolina, it's two different lavishes. To me, moving from North Carolina to LA is a big move. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was getting whatever amount of money in Carolinas, why move to LA? I do feel like she moved to one of the most expensive, states and cities, basically. Cali is expensive. LA is expensive. And I think I would never want to move somewhere I can't afford. So I feel like it's unfair for us to say he ain't shit because he won't pay her more money because she moved somewhere more expensive. In my opinion, I feel like, see, with Halle Berry, this is the difference. With Halle Berry was with the fathers of her. She was married to, I think was she married to both? No, she was married to her son's father. She was in a long-term relationship with the daughter's father. The difference to me is there was a relationship between them. And at that point in time, Hallie, the daddy, and the children were living a certain kind of lifestyle. That's the difference. With PJ and Brittany, they never were a couple. They was just fucking, and she got pregnant. But again, she lived in North Carolina, and he lived wherever else. So I do feel like if PJ and her were in a relationship, living in LA, and she had grown accustomed to some kind of lifestyle, I would feel that yes, he should keep that lifestyle up. But if I'm banging you and I get pregnant, I can't then say, well, you should give me more money because I don't think that's fair. But with Hallie, it was a little bit different because they were in, and the thing is, that's the notion they played. Both daddies said, well, we were together. We had this kind of life. The kid is used to this kind of life, and they use that to get how to pay more money. Yeah, I think 10K, is okay as well. If he gave her 10K a month, that's fine. But to me, 35,000, to me, to me, $35,000 per month to someone I never had a relationship with besides us fucking, it would make me mad. It would piss me off. It would make me really, really mad. 35, it would piss me off. Period. You know what I'm saying? Again, I get her not wanting 55, but I'm like, girl, not 35. Okay. So we'll see what the judge say. Okay. But again, she moved from North Carolina to LA. That's the big jump. Okay. Now, also, okay, Kevin Gates and Drika, who were married. Now she wants 70K. Now this is a difference as well. Okay, why they were married? They were married, for one. Okay, have been together for years, and we've seen all the bull stuff he put her through. Okay, now Kevin Gates and his estranged wife Drika are faced off in court. She accused him of cutting her and the kids off financially. Okay, she claimed that Kevin stopped paying for basic family needs like property taxes, the kids' private school tuition. She's asked her to, hey, make him pay the money. Why? Because we were in a marriage. We were in a marriage, a joint household. The kids and myself have a certain lifestyle. This is the pure definition of no, pay what you've been paying. This is when someone should say, no, I deserve. We want to know why? I'm already in that lifestyle. We already live this kind of way. Okay. Say per Drika, she said Kevin started dismantling their family finances foundation back in 2021 while flaunting his wealth by buying 18 luxury cars. Okay, a $4.7 million house in Calabasas. Meanwhile, their Mississippi farm is reportedly in foreclosure over $7 million in unpaid taxes. So we have a whole life, us and the kids here in Mississippi. Okay, we have a whole farm, and it is in foreclosure because you start paying the taxes on it, but you bought a almost $5 million mansion in Calabasas, California. You bought 18 luxury cars. So she's wanting 27,000 a month in child support, and then she wants 46,000 in spousal support, totaling about 70 grand per month. Kevin is saying he allegedly told the court they weren't legally married to begin with. This is the definition of nah, nigga. First of all, if we had been together for 15 years, common law, and they were in Mississippi, I believe Mississippi is a common law state, meaning if you are in a relationship for a certain amount of years, you are considered common law husband and wife. Okay, common law husband and wife. And if you have been living with us together as husband, we've seen them call each other husband and wife, even if it wasn't legal. Okay, you can't up and leave. No, I want $70K a month in the supports. Okay, I want the money. And the reason I fully support her request is because, again, we saw her with him for years. They have a whole family. Even when he was out here acting a plum D fool, okay, she stood by him. She deserved all the monies. Now, again, this also goes into play of saying, hey, women, don't play the wife role without the paperwork. Because men will say, oh, yeah, that's my wife. I love her. She my wife, blah, 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 blah. Then we break up. All of a sudden, I wasn't that. So again, this is a lesson in don't play the role without the paperwork. Because you can be together for years and years and years, and then he or she act up, y'all break up, and then they can then say, well, legally, we weren't together. Legally, we weren't, husband. I don't care. I want the monies. Okay, I want a spousal. I want the child support. Give it to me. Okay, and I feel bad for her because she dealt with all bad and stupidity. Okay, stupidity. But she probably believed him because for a while it was just them two. You know what I'm saying? But again, niggas ain't shit. All the way around. We also have things with Erica Mena and Safari. Now, I still don't watch the Love and Hip Hops. I don't follow her or him on social media, but y'all know every once in a while, either she pop out different shit or he does. Okay, so Erica Mena posted on her page. Sometimes I wonder how we're supposed to keep our peace while fighting battles we never asked for. 2 years in family court, not because I want to, but because I have to. When a parent refuses to do their part, you don't get the luxury of giving up. You carry it all, the bill, the emotions, the responsibilities, and still show up every single day for your kids. People don't see the night of you. People don't the night you're awake trying to figure it all out. They don't see the lawyer fees, eating the same money meant to care for your kids. They don't see how hard it is to stay calm when other parent lives carefree, lying about their reality while you're just trying to survive, truthfully. But you still ride, you still project, you still pour love to your babies, even when you're running on empty. This isn't about revenge or hate. It's about accountability. Okay. It's the audacity of knowing someone can lie about what they have just to avoid doing what's right for their own children. It's the frustration of watching a parent choose gains over growth, ego over effort. It's about knowing you deserve peace while still being forced to fight for fairness. To every single parent doing it all, your strength doesn't go unnoticed. Your consistency is your child's stability, and that's something no court can ever ever take from you. Child, she wrote to them. Girl, she's still talking? Oh my God. Bottom line, Safari is a deadbeat baby daddy financially. Okay. And Erica is tired of having to pay all the bills solo dolo. It's unfortunate because I feel like after she had that first baby, the daughter, I feel like she knew he was a deadbeat. And this gonna sound mean, child. I don't think she should have had that second baby because he had showed you already how fucked up he was. And now she's stuck with 2 children by a deadbeat who won't help. You know, her admitting how he's lying about his finances or whatever just to not pay what she feels, she needs for the kids. And now she's stuck paying lawyer fees and court fees because she's fighting him in court. And the question is like, is the money you're spending in court worth it if he don't have the money? Or if he's good at hiding what he has? It's like, is it worth you spending more and more money on court fees and lawyer fees and back and forth? Is it more worth it to not even try to fight to force him to pay more money for it? Because if he ain't paying and you spending lawyer fee money or whatever, like, is he winning because he's still not paying? It's still part of social media shit for me. You click and use. I don't know, but I feel bad because no one wants to keep fussing and fighting with somebody over money, and you don't want to have to force your kid's parent to be a parent. And she's been she's been trying to force Safari for their whole since that first daughter was born to be a parent, and it's a fucking Safari. It's Safari. So I'm like, girl, it may be better to say fuck him because you see what kind of flawed person he is, and save your money for your kids. Because I'm not child, because if he ain't got it, you ain't gonna get it. And that's sad that he probably will try to not do more work-wise to pay you less money. And that's sad. So it's a fucked up situation and whatever, but a girl, fuck Safari is what I would say. That's what I would say. What's next? I can't remember. Let's see. Let's do Lizzo. Lizzo has a new lawsuit. Okay, she's been sued for copyright infringement for a song that said it never came out. But how can you sue somebody for a song that was never commercially released and not monetized? How does that happen? Now it says she was hit with a copyright lawsuit over an unreleased track from known as I'm going in till October. It said it was on Good Jeans. Where was it at though? On the Good Jeans. It has Good Jeans. Per the complaint, per TMZ, a GRC Trust claimed the song, which was teased on TikTok and IG earlier this year, but was never actually released on any streaming platform. So meaning she hasn't really made any money from it. Okay. It lists both instrumental and vocal elements from their copyrighted work. Win or lose, we try. The filing also says that the parties discussed a license to sample the composition, but never reached a deal. This is a key thing in you can want to use someone's stuff. If they don't agree, don't use it. Because they will try and sue you. Okay. Again, it was a discussion about having a possible licensing deal. It never went through. So now they're thinking down this plus an injunctional block for use of the song. Girl, her rep said, look, the track was not released. Okay. We surprised they tried to do a damn lawsuit. Okay. The song has never been commercially released or monetized, and no decision has been made at the time regarding any future commercial release of the song. The trust, however, alleges Lizzo and her label normally use it for commercial gain without paying for licensing. And that's like it's like she knew she did not have the paperwork to license it, to use it legally and monetarily. However, if I'm not making no money from it, how are you suing me? I didn't do anything with it yet. So they be fucking with Lizzo sometime. They do, because I'm like, you suing her over something she didn't really use yet? That's stupid. That's dumb. But some folk do that. Tamar. I just watched episode 1 of the Braxtons, and I'm gonna review it. I have to watch episode 2, but I saw the whole Lauren, Trina, Gabe situation, and Tamar also been included. So Tamar posted on social media recently, no shade to nobody, but if I knew all I know now, I would have aired Gabe's ass out like I would have normally done. Now, first of all, may Gabe rest in peace, because he dead now, But I also feel like Gabe was a creepy, cheaty motherfucker when he was alive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised some stuff going on, whatever. But again, Tamar point, I would have aired him out had I known what was going on. But all of this was kept from me to Ashley spoke out, and that's the niece. Now, Ashley is their niece, it's their brother's daughter. Okay, but again, she's saying it was all kept from me until Ashley spoke out, so I wouldn't, probably she wouldn't cuss Gabe ass out. I'm pissed that I didn't get the opportunity. This season has made me ridiculously traumatized and triggered. Family secrets is real, and it will F you and your life up. It did for me. And now that I am healed, and girl, here she go. I'm healed and healing. Now that I am healed and healing, girl, anyway. Now that I'm healed and healing, I can't help but to help other people who grew up like me. Enough is enough. At some point, you have to do the right thing and show up for the younger self and the other people who are hurting from others' bullshit. So watch the damn show and please try and fix y'all the family like I'm trying to do. I still love them though. Woo. Now again, their niece. Okay, so this is the thing. Gabe died years ago. That's part 1. This happened when the niece was 16. I believe she's around 32, 33 now. So again, it happened, 15, 16 years ago. The niece went on social media and said, hey, a family member, husband, tried to get with me. And once shit came out, they kind of pushed me away. Was the gist of what she said. She never said which family member, whatever. But people put clues together based on what she said and said, oh, it probably was Gabe and whatnot. Again, Gabe died, I think, from cancer a couple years ago. And it was supposedly, allegedly, just inappropriate texting conversation that Gabe, allegedly Gabe, sent to the niece, Ashley. When it came out, she felt like the family kind of stopped talking to her. Okay. Now, to me, we have many different versions of what happened. Again, Gabe dead, so we don't know. But what we do know is something inappropriate happened as far as whatever conversation he sent the little girl through text when she was 16 years old. As far as we know, there was no touching, as far as we know, just inappropriate conversation over the phone via text. I feel like, look, to me, anybody who is a victim of any assault, any inappropriate conversation, any appropriate touching, any inappropriate actions from a kids onto a kid from an adult is wrong. Period. Period. But I don't think the right way to fix or handle that situation is to go to social media to do whatever. I feel like going to social media after Gabe was dead really only points fingers at the Braxtons. When the true finger pointing should be at Gabe's old nasty ass. A part of me feel like Trina is being held responsible for stuff Gabe did that she did not do. Now, I wasn't around there. I wasn't there. Okay. The episode, she did say, she does not want to not her niece. She doesn't want to take away from her niece to be the victim. And I think Tawana say, well, you're a victim too, Trina. And I felt Trina's a victim in the aspect of Gabe probably fucked her over too. We know he did. You know what I'm saying? To me, Gabe is the villain. Gabe was the villain. Ashley is the victim. I do think Trina is a victim too. Now, Trina trying to still protect Gabe or trying to not speak of the dead, that's her cross to bear. That's why I also feel like this is not something that should have been handled on social media. I'm not saying Ashley didn't have a right to call her family out, but that should be done in the family circle. Okay? Once you come to social media about something that your famous aunts did, it's going to cause a whole bunch of scuttlebutt, a whole bunch of conversation. It ain't going to fix shit because Gabe was dead. The person who did the person who did it is dead. Period. That's who we need to hold accountable. Now, even her saying she felt like her family pushed her away, those are her valid feelings. Even if Trina feel like, and Tawanda feel like, well, she moved away, changed her number, we ain't talked to her. Either way it go, Gabe did something that fractured the family. Okay? The daddy that knew their brother and he didn't beat Gabe's ass, okay. Just saying. But I think the key point I have is you can't heal from family trauma by bringing the world into it because that's just opinions. That's opinions and that's all. I think Ashley did not know what to do and this was talking and said this shit and was like whatever, but I don't think it's gonna fix it. And Tamar have her on her podcast didn't help shit either. Because I'm like, Tamar always brings up how, she wasn't helped or she wasn't believed that she would, she called out for help and no one helped her. We don't know what happened with Tamar. So a part of me feel like Tamar have her niece come on her podcast to talk about it. Tamar, what happened with you? If you want folk to heal and you want folk to speak their truth and you have to air shit out to do that, why haven't Tamar came out and said whatever? Because who gonna be mad at? I'm mad at Gabe because he did it to me. I'm pissed at him because he did it. But I do feel like Trina was a victim of Gabe's bullshit. We knew that because even after he cheated on Trina, and she still put up with it and crazy. And the fact that we now know he also at least flirted with or was inappropriately conversing with her 16-year-old niece is insane. But nobody, at least from episode 1 that I saw, and a piece of episode 2, no one fully acknowledged what happened. What was the conversation like? I did see Trina say that, she tried her best to comfort her niece. But she also said, like, if she needed something more from me, she didn't tell me. So how was I supposed to know? And I'm like, but she was a child, Trina. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like she probably did not know how to express herself then, the same way you can barely express yourself now as an adult. But my main point is nothing can be healed by people going to social media with the problem at the start of it. No one is healed. Not Trina, not Ashley, hell, not even Tamar. All of them are still stuck in some toxic web of bullshit. But to me, Tamar brought that niece on because she likes confusion and mess. And she knew if I brought that niece on my show, it's gonna be confusion and mess, and I can fuss with my sisters about something. Period. Do I think a piece of Tamar was trying to help Denise express herself? Yes, I do. I also think she did it for her own personal gain, for eyes, for clicks, and for views. The fact that whatever episode that was of her show, I never saw it. I don't know if it got pulled or what. I'm not sure. I never saw it. So I feel like Tamar was also trying to use her niece's viral moment as something to attach herself to. Because if my niece came to me about a traumatic experience, I'm not trying to publicly do shit. I want to help her heal privately. And then I once I see she's a bit more healed, then we'll go have a conversation with the world to help others heal. But Tamar messy. But her saying, "Oh, I wish I would have known because no one helped me, and I want a girl." Cuss gay ass, cuss him out now. He still you're eating. It don't matter. But anyway, girl, I'm gonna review the show, but I don't know. Wendy. Wendy said I'm innocent. Now look, I did not expect this to go on. Wendy has now claimed that she's a victim. Okay. We know that she was arrested for 16 felonies for fraud and fraud and fraud and fraud. Well, she's now saying that she is a victim of an illegal arrest. Okay. It's in court documents filed that again, attached to the insurance fraud thing. I was illegally arrested. Okay. Her lawyer has requested that all charges against her be dismissed due to alleged defects in charging documents. Okay. It says, in addition to requesting the charge to be dropped, she's asking for evidence regarding the case be suppressed because of an unlawful search and seizures. She also claimed that she's saying she's demanding that all wire and verbal communications be suppressed because of an unlawful interception. I was like, what? Now, who said all of this? Okay. It says her lawyer is reportedly requesting for any statements, admissions, or confessions to be thrown out due to being illegally obtained. Okay. She's requesting that all evidence be turned over as well as a list, thrown over as well as a list of witnesses. The prosecution plans to call any polygraph results of witnesses. What? Her lawyer is also requesting that information regarding any confidential informants be turned over. Eddie don't have a lawyer yet. But ain't he a lawyer? I feel like Wendy trying to say everything they pulled against me was an illegal search and seizure. If you file a investigation if you file an insurance claim based off of robbery, they have to investigate. Most of the shit came from y'all. It's based off stuff you gave them. A part of it is investigating. The insurance companies request stuff be investigated. So to me, it's not saying I didn't do it. To me, it's saying I did it, but y'all should not have the proof I did it because y'all went about it in the wrong way. Which to me is worse. It's worse when you're trying to get around your guilt. You're not saying you're innocent. What you're saying is, oh, you got this proof. Well, you shouldn't have had the proof because technically, it's like they mean you did it. You're guilty. So I don't know if this would help her reputation. Because at least for me, I would feel like, girl, I guess, if you can get off on a technicality, we'll do that. But I'ma still look. But you did it. You was guilty. You did it. And how Eddie ain't got no lawyer, child? If they together, I don't know. But yeah, she said it wasn't me. I didn't do it. And I saw somewhere else them saying, well, how can they? Because they never got the half meal. They tried to, but based on the investigation, that's why they did not get it. So I can't wait to see how this plays out because Wendy, in my opinion, she did that shit. Who I got left? Oh, Diddy. Hold on. Child. When Diddy got sentenced, his team mentioned in their closing arguments that he was almost stabbed. It was like a little off the cuff comment, like, "Oh, it's crazy in there, child. He could have got stabbed and whatnot." I said, "What happened?" Well, come to find out, they say someone really tried to shank Diddy. It's jail. I mean, it is jail. To me, this is a ploy to get out of jail. Oh my God, they want to kill me. They want to kill me. So allegedly, okay, Diddy's longtime friend, is it Charlotte Finney? Said Diddy woke up with a knife to his throat. Okay, he was in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, and he woke up and they said, "I'ma kill you, nigga." Okay, a whole makeshift prison knife to his throat. Okay. Now, I think during the closing arguments, or either the closing arguments or what's the closing arguments? Or at the sentencing, where his attorney said the guards had to prevent him from getting killed. This was the story. That an inmate got close enough to him to put a knife to his throat. Okay. Trying to intimidate him around there. And, the police allegedly broke it. I was like, so first of all, I feel like Diddy kept on saying how I made up this inmate program, the we better people and the Bill Bricks or whatever it was. The Diddy didn't do it program to better the inmates, whatever that program was. And they kept on saying, oh, he's helped the prison. It's so nice in there now. They be getting along and shit. So on one breath, they saying, oh, he helping make the prisons better. But now y'all saying it's too fucking dangerous. They're going to stab him up in here. Well, which one is it? It can't be both. It has to be one or the other. Now, do I believe someone tried to scare him? I do. They probably want some money. They keep bringing up how, anyone who's in jail for any kind of sexual crimes, it's hard for them. We know that. It's prison. But that's why you don't beat people up. That's why you don't beat women. That's why you don't get on camera at the hotel and kick and stomp people. Because you go to prison, they want to beat your ass. And then you up here acting like, I'm going to get out. I'm going home, Judge. I want to go home. I mean, I'm not surprised at all. Is it unfair? I mean, technically it is. But you know how many people get hurt in prison? He ain't the only one. Diddy ain't the first or the last inmate to have someone threaten them. He should not get special. Diddy should not get special privileges because regular inmates get stabbed and cut and beat up too. The shit happened to him ain't no different than James Earl who in there. Okay, ain't no different than Billy Bob who in there. Many people in the jails in the prisons. This shit happen every day, B. So every time they make it seem as if, oh my God, he has it so hard. He doesn't. He's having a regular ass time in jail. Badass food, crazy people up in there and whatnot. And the fact of the matter is, he's at a detention center. At a prison, you're released in your own cell. You're not out and about with 30 other people. Okay? Take your ass to prison and get some solitude. I'm like, people, we literally hear all the time about crazy shit happening in prison to the regular inmates. So let's not make it seem as if, oh my God, Diddy is in danger. Bitch, they're all in danger. It's fucking prison. That's why I don't want to go there. Don't want to go. Now, I think lastly, Chris Brown and them. So Chris Brown. So yes, y'all know who Kevin McCall is, right? He down there at the bottom. Okay. Kevin McCall, we discussed a little bit yesterday because he was around. I'm on EBT. I got an EBT card. Oh my God, I'm so sad. I got an EBT. And he was saying how he was asking when he was saying, Chris Brown, can I get the 25K with the 4 songs or whatever? So we synced that 2 days ago. Okay. Well, Chris Brown is off tour. Okay. Chris was at home chilling or whatever, and Chris saw his name all up in the thing. He said, why am I in it? And Chris Brown became a troll. Okay. Chris was this is old stuff because I had forgot Chris and Kevin McCall were beefing years ago because Kevin said all this shit back then. So this is old video of Chris Brown back then trolling Kevin McCall.
I just woke up and I thought about something. If this nigga wrote all these songs that he claiming he wrote, why he ain't write no more? Oh wait, this is just one part of my house. This is life before K-Mac and life after K-Mac.
They call him K-Mac, Kevin McCall.
Man, I'm gonna stop playing with this nigga. He's a bitch. Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I was thinking about giving you this, but you a bitch. But I bought this with your money too. I bought that with your money. That's the only one on the West Coast. Oh, I bought that one with your money too. I took a shit and then I bought this car. He's looking at you so disappointed, bro. You look whack as fuck. Hey, bro, I got you, my nigga. I got this curtain change up. I got you this. Do your thing. Shout out to Ray J. We got you what's coming, K-Man. Rehearsal, getting ready for this tour. And I just thought I should just keep. I just woke up. Yeah, I just got mad. I was like, these niggas, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep using your money, K-Mac. I'm gonna keep using your money. And you see that? Thank you, bro. I appreciate all this hard work you did, old bitch ass nigga. I look on.
So again, Chris Brown has been trolling that man for years.
Instagram and I don't see him. I ask about him everywhere. I don't hear him. I don't know him. What happened, my friend? What if... You know what? I have a solution. Go to your father's house.
Because Kevin McCall is on the song. I can't hear it. I can't let it play. Chris Brown also posted this yesterday after the whole video posted of Kevin McCall said he had a bridge card. Chris said, remember this, you can't walk across a bridge you burnt. Okay, you can't walk across burnt bridges. And you know what's funnier than a troll? A broke one. Not a broke troll. Not a broke troll. Now, I was like, Chris Brown, now again, Chris posted the song Deuces with shows featuring Kevin McCall. Okay. Again, Chris is like, I'm trolling. Trolling. But his point was you burnt the bridge. You can't walk across this bitch. Okay. Leave me be. Okay. Now, a lot of folks said that Kevin was talking about at that point in time, Chris's daughter, royalty. And he said something about royalty or whatever. And that may be why Chris said, F you, I'm tired of you, wouldn't leave me alone or whatnot. But he's now saying, child, you ain't no reconciliation, okay, at all. Now, then Hold on. We know that Young Thug had offered, hey, I'll give you $25K, and I bet Chris wrote too. Thug didn't know, oh, it's beef? Oh, Chris don't fuck with you? He said, oh, sorry, Mac. I ain't know all this happening. I'm out of it. I can't get involved. Again, sometimes stay out of other people's business. If you offer him for, because Chris said, bitch, it's a burnt bridge. Okay, I'm out of it. Leave me alone. Not again, you can't walk across a burnt bridge. Okay, you are a funny broke troll. I'm out of it. Don't do it. Now again, that even it was one where Mario was supposedly in the comment section under Chris Brown's post, and Kevin and him was then going back and forth. So Mario, put a little laughing emoji and whatnot. I think Mario probably was happy that the heat is off him and that damn photographer. Okay, so he commented or whatever, and then McCall said, "Watch when I see you, brother. Apologize right now. Matter of fact, I'll give you a pass. I respect all men, but don't do it over Sir Nostrils, not Sir Nostrils." He said, over Sir Nostrils, "I'll really send you under the table. I'm not a cameraman. I'm an East Side ninja. I'm a vagina. Watch when we meet for a sing off face to face. You better not run either. Girl, ain't nobody. What is you doing, bro? Stop. Do you know where I come from? That's a child. Now y'all beef, girl. Kevin McCall is now beefing in the comment section. But Mario, what kind of shit is this? What is going on? All because Kevin said, I got a bridge card. Can I get some money, Chris Brown? Chris said no. No money for you. And not everyone is upset. But Chris Brown said, bitch, it's a no. And again, if you mention my children and try to make it seem as if I owe you money, and that isn't true, you will never get anything from me ever again. And maybe Kevin don't remember stuff he said about Chris's daughter, because that had to be about 10 years ago. He might not remember. Okay? He may have thought the bridge card flag of waving of I need help could have helped him get back in Chris Brown's progresses, and Chris said, no, bitch. Not today. I'm gonna troll you. I'm gonna troll you forever.
And I thought about something. If this nigga wrote all these songs that he claiming he wrote, why he ain't write no more?
And Chris, the point back then was, you acting like your life stopped because of me. You acting like you wrote all my hits and I owe you. If you wrote all my hits, why haven't you wrote any more hits? Okay, why is all the hits only the one that came from me? Okay, if you are such a hit maker, okay, why ain't you made no more hits for anybody else besides me and not you? Okay, you made hits 13 years ago. Where are your new hits? Anyway, I also feel like I'm not begging nobody for nothing. If me and you was beefed out before and we had something I love, I'm not crying about, oh, can you please? Oh, could you please give me the $25K you owe me? I need it. I need it now. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it at all. Now, maybe Kevin is in dire need of assistance, okay? He might be at a point in life where crying in a podcast, asking Chris Brown for money he owe him, could be him saying, like, I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to embed myself. I'm going to humble myself and say, I need help. I need that money, Nate, okay? That might be what he doing, but I'm not doing that shit. He cried on camera, and now all of the old and to me, what this means is all of the old shit he did to get himself in this predicament may come back up. Whatever he said about Chris Brown's daughter, the way he treated Eva and their child, the crazy shit that happened with them, you know what I'm saying? All of that will come up. Because if you have not healed from what you put others through, if you have not acknowledged your part in what you've done, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? He need them. I need that money, Nate.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up?
Why would she say that? Like.
Anyway, yeah, I'm done. Okay, I got through all my topics for today. Now, will I come on live tomorrow? Probably. Okay, because as I told y'all, I am trying to build back up my viewership, and I have to. I have to pull a Kevin McCall. I have to come and be with y'all every day. Okay, for the next month or so, I have to post consistent content. So tomorrow, I'll be back. Okay, I don't have a bridge card. Okay, I did not burn no bridges. All I did was I got busy at work and was not able to come on YouTube as often. And when that happens, you fall out of the algorithm. Okay, so I guess I only offended YouTube. So to get my viewership back up, okay, I am popping on every day. So if you watch live, that's great. If you watch the replay, that's great. But the more I come on, I get back to being consistent, my viewership will go back up. But I appreciate y'all who watch live and those who watch the replay. But I am fully aware I have shitty views right now. But that's my fault. Okay, it's my fault. I know it's my fault. But again, work as balances. If I got child luck, a promotion and all that shit, then shit was crazy. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back. I'm still gonna review the Braxtons. I just have to watch it. Those will be premieres the next couple days. I know Love and Mayor's coming back. I'm doing all that shit. Y'all know I'm here. Y'all like the video. Okay, like the video, subscribe. I'm so excited. Y'all subscribe. Okay, again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all this stuff. I gotta go. Watch yesterday's live. Okay, I was live on Monday as well. We'll be live on Saturday for Versus. Okay. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I love you all. Okay, a good time was had by everybody. Bye.